right. Welcome to another episode of Cities Skylines 2, where I'm building my European city. I hope you enjoyed the last episode, and I hope you are having a fantastic day. So today, I'm just gonna expand the city. In the previous episode, though, we did create our revamped industrial area. So that's fun. And we also made this pretty basic interchange with this tunnel that goes underneath the city and comes out right here. I'm gonna be fixing this up maybe this episode too, but for now, that's just a connection so people can get in and across the city easier. In this episode, though, I want to connect the rail lines because I would like to see some industry moving in and out between these two. Also connect the shipping lanes. So I'm actually just gonna get right into it. I think this will be the 7th episode, and I'm trying to keep the series going. I have a little time to record during the week, so the weekend is like the only time I have. I think for here I'm gonna actually cross it over because I think I'm gonna have a train station somewhere here. So let's see, how can I do that easier? Alright. Oh, people are walking. Let's see, bring that down. Bring this up. I think that's high enough, right? Yeah. And I'm just gonna bring that down. And see if we could get a nice slope. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna delete that part and just bring it back a little bit more. Let's see. So maybe we can keep it. As a bridge for that part, and then upgrade it there. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, let's place a train station. We're gonna go for the small ground station. Okay, so now the challenging part is how we're gonna have it maneuver. So I'm gonna place it and figure that out. That's difficult. It needs to pass through here though. We're just gonna build and figure it out later. Wait, that was a subway. That was not a train station. Here we go. That's too big, man. Alright, actually, I'm gonna place it here because I need more space. Where's the other train station? I'm gonna place it there just to give myself more room to make connections. All right. No, that's all right. We're gonna bring it back a little bit. Excuse me for that. All right, bring it down here, and then we try to bring it up. That's 10, right? Now let's go with 10 meters for now. And I'm sure we could find a connection angle. All right, I like that. That one's much better. I am gonna place a bypass track because well, you can't upgrade this one, right? Just ticket machines. Cool. Just a bypass track that allows cargo trains to pass through. And honestly, I think I'm gonna have it come through here. Of course, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna lower it. And this is high as hell, so I'm gonna just bring it down right now. To be honest, we don't even need this connection for now. Alright, so
welcome back. I'm Professor Fuck,
I think I
sharing some
disconnected something.
groundbreaking news on air with you today. Not really, but I've got
No, we
great
don't need
music
that.
for you, so stay tuned.
I'm just gonna disconnect.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming, as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood.
I am
You
gonna
can now shop for designer
make
shoes
sure
while
that's
sipping
lowered.
a fancy local Jarva mate. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks,
Alright,
Jim.
that looks good.
We'll be back after this.
And
In local coverage, the Tourism Board just released their figures, and it's good news all around. Tourism was way up over the previous season. Pretty amazing,
just gonna
right, Jim?
upgrade.
You bet, Glenda. I guess everybody is figuring out that this is the place
This
to
way.
be.
And remove these pillars, because we don't need them in the track. All right. I'm just building it right now to get the connections. All right, so just have it go out. We want different connections there. So there's already another rail connection that way. So I'm gonna have it run along this part. All right, now we need to aim it up because it's about to travel over these highways and bridges and shit. Cool. I would have liked if it went this way and traveled over here. Because, you know, this looks like a nice place to build a town, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna keep what I have already. And then just make a connection. Make sure that's on the ground. Alright, now we could extend the bridge. Where's that going? I need to build it to a point. Alright, now we can go to ground mode. And I'm just gonna plow through everything. Europe and Germany in general has a lot of train lines, so I'm not even worried about what I'm doing. Alright, I'm not worried about it right now. I just want to make the connection. Alright, cool. Something is wrong with the way how I make tunnels, but it's not my problem right now. Alright, that should be everything. Excuse me. Alright, now we can make a cargo train line. Why do they? Oh. You gotta connect these tracks. Well, that should make the connection easier. Right, actually I'm gonna do it this way, so I can see if it connects. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Oh, that's because you know, I like to think that I'm smart sometimes, and the keyword is sometimes. Alright, that should work now. Wait, all the way. All the way. There we go. Connection is secure. Now I am gonna connect the cargo port. What? Oh, that's my fault. It could come that way too. I don't know why it's being like that, but sure. This is gonna be a tight turn, but it's possible. Just get that one. Why is it not working? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. It should be able to come all the way down. Let's add that waypoint. Add that waypoint. What? Did I use the wrong track? No, so what the fuck?
Hello, my
bro?
fellow listeners. Professor Funk here. One quick question for you. How come you know so much about this summer of love? Were you there? Never mind. No more questions. Thanks for joining us. You're listening to Feel Good Funk Radio.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to
Bro,
normal.
is that not a
But
train
if you're
track?
planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're
What's
in
the
it,
deal,
you,
bro? What's the
you
deal?
already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
I don't know, I think something went wrong. So I'm just gonna rebuild. That is a train track though, so I'm confused. I'm genuinely confused. Should work now. Should work. It better work. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. All right. And I'm just gonna make a cargo line for this cargo route. Let's get more movement within the city. I'm not gonna turn this on because I might actually remove it and put another cargo depot here. I don't know yet. And maybe put this over here extend it. We'll see. We'll see. Plans. You know how it go. Is this being used? 0 passengers. There's not much over here. Okay, so that connection is made. I'm just gonna connect this road, and then I'm gonna do some building. That's a highway. I'm just gonna I wanted a little curve in it. I'm just gonna bring this down. Alright, cool. We need some kind of bus or shuttle service. Probably gonna elevate this a little bit. Or is it here? Yeah, we need just a little bit. I'm gonna lift these two up. That one a little bit, and I think that's good. We might lower these as we see fit. All right, let's do some building. So in the previous episode, we took out most of our ugly industrial area, and I try to make it reasonably good looking, and we're gonna expand upon that while satisfying some of the demand across the city. So right now, we need industry, but we need a lot. I'm gonna play some French, see what pops up, just to put a dent into that. And I'll probably plot most of the buildings, because sometimes the zoning doesn't really work for you. Let me make sure that this area is decent. I'm gonna smoothen it. Remove that one. Bring that up. Oh, here comes our first cargo rail. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Why is the cargo train going there? Okay, I understand. I still need to connect these rail depots, which connections will be made all across this area. Alright, let's get back to building. Focus. Alright. I'm gonna bring this straight across. I'm gonna line that up with that area. look at some of our, let's see, 11% unemployment, that's high. And we got a couple people homeless. So I think right now, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna plop I'm gonna plop some of the German style buildings, which should be mixed use. To this side of the city. Let's see. All right. No. I want the bigger buildings. Damn. Actually, that's perfect. And then we just get a few corner buildings. No. Damn, that's it. Yeah, so that's what it is then. All right. Get a 3, do it by 2. Alright, that's cool. Alright, now I'm gonna fix. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? My fault, y'all. That shit was weird. That was hella weird. What the fuck? Yeah, we could keep that area like that. Maybe a 3. Honestly, that looks good to me.
Hello, my fellow listeners. Professor Funk here. One quick question for you. How come you know so much about this summer of love? Were you there? Never mind. No more questions.
All right, that looks
Thanks
good.
for joining us. You're listening to Feel Good Funk Radio.
Play some trees.
A housing
about.
shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest.
All right, and
Professor
we
Duckworth.
need
Welcome, Professor. So
We
a
need
housing
high-density
shortage
residential.
Is bad for the people
So,
trying to move here, right?
in this
Humans
area.
are programmed to desire certain
I'm gonna
representations within ideological
get the French
structures, which are entirely apart from the actual
French buildings.
rewards enjoyed. For example,
That's
consider capital.
Right, one final question.
high
Professor.
density
Is the housing
and
shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes.
And low,
in the
'cause we need
short
more
run.
housing.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on
If I
the
can
human
find it.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
The leader of the City Services Division is with us in the studio today to talk about why they're contracting with outside agencies to provide vital services for our residents. Isn't that going to be costly, Mr. Councilman?
Oh, well, quite frankly, yes. It
I
is
think it's
an
the right one,
additional
right?
expense, but the
Residential.
residents have come to expect a certain level of services, and we simply do not have the capacity to provide them within the city.
Sounds like we're the ones who will end up paying for it.
Yeah,
Should we
okay.
be worried?
I expect
Low
the
rent,
residents
French
would be
low
more
rent,
distressed
cool.
if key services became unavailable. Their quality of life is very important
So
to
we
them.
have,
But,
across the
sir,
city we have
We'll be back after.
a couple of these buildings over here. And I like how they look, so we're gonna build a nice high density area. Why? Let's apologize. Oh, that satisfied the demand. Alright, now we need more commercial. And honestly, let's see what pops up here. And now we need more industry. Oops. That's not bad, but it's not good. Let's place some ourselves. This block looks confusing as fuck, but we're gonna let it ride. Just gonna hide the imperfections with some trees and call it a day. I'll fix up those little insecurities another time. That's an ugly connection. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. How many trains is on this. Because it seems like it's too much already. Can I even adjust it? 3, I'm gonna put 2. And this one. 4, nah, I'm gonna put 2. It's way too many, man. And I'm probably gonna double track up through here because that seems annoying already. Alright, so we need commercial. I'm gonna put some commercial. I don't even know. We have a lot of commercial. Right, yeah. Those are all commercial buildings. Gas station. Now let's play some gas station around. Let's place one there. I need to bring that ground up. And then smooth it out. I'm gonna place one gas station right here. And then maybe some EU commercial buildings. Oh, this is a nice building. It doesn't fit though. Would it fit there? Ooh, I like that. But it doesn't fit. It does not fit and it's throwing me off. So I'm gonna delete it. This area gets very busy. Oh, and something that I wanted to add that I didn't add in the previous episode is the taxi depot. Honestly, this could go right here. That's a perfect place for it. I'm just gonna extend it. Alright, we should see a whole bunch of taxis going out right now. This traffic is just from people moving into the city. Primarily this part though, so I think I'm probably gonna leave it here. And then give this side of the city a break and then develop maybe over here, just so we don't keep creating issues with traffic. I do see we have a fire going on over here. Do we have fire department? We should. It's one, but I think that's all you need. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what the issue going on over here. I'm gonna ignore it. It should sort itself out, but let me just check to make sure that we have enough capacity with everything. Yeah, we're good. A whole bunch of hearses coming down this road. Alright, so probably gonna do a little time lapse, filling in some areas and whatnot. So I shall see you guys in the next episode.